with stampinwithmb.com, and today again we're going to focus on some simple projects. Today we're going to focus on the Looking Up card kit, which can be found in your Experience Creativity brochure. And in our Experience Creativity brochure, we have this really cute Looking Up card kit. So I haven't opened it yet, so I thought I would unbox it with you, and then we'll make a few of these cards. So it comes in this really great 8x8 box, and on the inside, all sorts of goodies. We get a Bermuda Bay ink spot. We get stamps with all sorts of great greetings. I'm so very thankful for you. Happy birthday. Feel better soon. Thanks so much. I hear congrats are in order. Oh, this feel better soon. We had one of our demos was in a car accident and is now in a rehab center. So I think I will make a get well card for her. Let's peel the rest of this open. I'm going to take my scissors just to get this shrink wrap open and move my box aside. When I open this up, and this would actually be a super duper way for you to get started, is that you get a block. So if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Block, and this is kind of like my D block, it's the same size, but not exactly the same. Okay, let's get the rest of this open here so that we are not spending all day discovering the goodies. We have 2 pages of dimensionals. We'll show those. I'll show you what those are used actually to lift up your images. We have a bunch of envelopes that look like they are in, well, actually we probably have several styles here. Yep, looks like we've got 4 styles of envelopes. And notice that they have a matching color on the inside. That's awfully nice. Let's see the cards that we have. Oh, I've got a nephew who's a pilot. I think we're going to be getting to use this one. And then we have palm trees. Nothing on the inside of these. A cityscape. My stepdaughter and her husband will be getting this. They live in the city. Some balloons. Now we've also got some balloons in the main catalog. And I think then what's the last one? Looks like some raindrops. I guess if we've got any others, we'll catch up with them a little bit later. We have sheets of stickers. We've got a big airplane, some balloons, some palm trees, some little trees. We've got 2 pages of 2 or 3 pages of copper stickers. So these are really pretty. These will make nice embellishments on our cards. And then we have stickers for our greetings. And I saw something else in here. Oh, where did it disappear? It looks like we had some little glue dots. Maybe not. But anyway, it looks like we've got 2 pages of tags. And then, oh how nice, we have instructions for this kit. So we'll know exactly how to create each one of these kits. And oh, by the way, if you want to do them in French, German, or in Japanese, you could do that as well. I think we'll stick to English. Let's get going. So we're going to start with the cityscape, and I've already stamped my greeting onto the little white cardstock. Remember what I did is I placed my stamp on my block. I rubbed that on my shorts or something that's lint-free just to clear off any of the manufacturing residue in my Bermuda Bay. So that part's already done. What I want to focus on is how you very carefully want to treat these bigger gold stickers. They are mega sticky. This one came off so nicely. And remember, we're going to match this thanks so much to the sticker. So we want to be careful and make sure that we put the sticker down carefully onto our cityscape. And these are so sticky, they will stick to anything. So you don't want to get them on your block. You don't want to get them on your paper before you're ready for it, because it will stick but good, and you will have a dickens of a time getting it off. But the nice thing is your card will never fall apart. So we're going to put some dimensionals on the back and put one last dimensional on there. Peel off our paper backs. So what we're going to do, now that we have that all done, is we are going to place it carefully so that we have copper edge on all four sides. Isn't that pretty? I have a nephew who is a pilot, and his birthday is coming up in September. So this is going to be a great card for him. Now the first thing we're going to do, you'll notice the elements are a tag, the ink. I have my greeting, which is happy birthday, already positioned on my block. I have some Stampin' dimensionals, and I've kind of cut apart my little sheets with the stickies on them. And the very first one that we're going to use is this one that looks like a ladder. So we're going to peel that off carefully, move everything to the side, and we are going to place this down. It will fit all the way across. So we want to start with one side and make sure that we put it down evenly. And just take it, stretch it all the way across. They're very, very sticky, by the way. And lay it down and give it a good press. So we've got our little decorative element on there. So what we're going to do now is stamp our greeting. Told you before, we always like to use a cushy mat, either Fun Foam or this one that I purchased from Stampin' Up, because on photopolymer stamps there isn't enough cushion to be able to really dig into the paper with the stamp that has ink on it. So we want to have a cushion underneath. Now this is a Stampin Pierce Mat, which you can purchase from Stampin' Up, and our color once again is Bermuda Bay. I'm going to turn it upside down, and I am going to ink up this entire greeting. And I'm going to check it to make sure that I've got good coverage. I'll turn it over. Looks good to me. So let me stamp that. Where do I want it? We'll put it right in the middle and make sure that we're straight. I'm going to give it a good press and lift off. Looks pretty good. So we'll move aside our mat, and we're going to come in with some dimensionals and peel a few off. I like to, I may not need that many here. We're going to put one in each corner, more or less. Since it's so long, we want to make sure that we've got them. We're going to put one more in the middle, just so it doesn't collapse on us. And peel off our little backings. So I'm going to now finish this part of the card and just layer my happy birthday right over that little coppery piece. Fold it, make sure it's got a good crease, and there I've got the start of a great birthday card. So this next card that we're going to use is the palm trees, and let's get started on this one. The first thing we're going to repeat the pattern of how we build these cards. We're going to take our sticky, and this time we are using the one that looks like little diamonds there. And as I've told you before, we're going to start at one end and line it up. And once it's down, it's down. We're just going to stretch it across that line and let it lay on the other side and give it a little press. For our greeting, we're going to use this shape, and I'm going to bring back my Stampin Pierce Mat. I've already selected the greeting that we're going to use, which is I am so very thankful for you. I'm going to take my ink. You getting the hang of this? So it's really pretty simple. A couple of elements here. And just learning how to put a little kit together. I'm so very thankful for you. We're going to put that right in the middle. Once again, we're using our piercing mat to give it some cushion and lift off. Looks great once again. Let's move the mat away, make sure that that's dry. Then we can flip it over and add some dimensionals to the back. As you can tell, popping these up is just such a nice way to add dimension to your card. A pack of these, you get a lot of dimensionals and they're only $4. And if you're Canadian and watching this, you're going, what, $4? Isn't that? That's a great deal. So yeah, the exchange rate's a little bit different. But anyway, we're going to put our, I'm so very thankful for you. Once again, we're going to center it over our little gold. Well, we're going to move it up a little bit. Place it. Give our card a nice crease. And there we have another wonderful card. This time a thank you card. The next card we're going to do is going to be a Feel Better Soon card. So once again, I'm going to get ready to stamp my greeting. And we're going to use the little circle. I'm going to open up my Bermuda Bay and I'm going to ink up Feel Better Soon. Now here's a little tip. I don't have it on my block straight. And if you start straight, you're going to have a much better opportunity to have a straight image. So, though it's a circle, so it shouldn't matter that much. But anyway, I like to lay it down so I can see it, pick it up, and I've got a straight image. And I'm going to turn it upside down. Just, it's a little bit easier when you're using these little spots to make sure that you ink up that generously. These aren't too juicy, and what juicy means is that you've got a ink pad or a little spot that it has a lot of ink fluid in the pad, and sometimes it's too much. So anyway, we're going to give this once again a good press and lift off. Very nice image. Put that to the side. We're going to get our, well, the first thing we have to do, put our piercing mat away. We have our greeting. We are going to use this round copper piece, and I have peeled these off before. You want to do this carefully because you've got some thin spots that if you kind of move too fast, and this is very sticky, you might break one of the leaves. That's not a problem. I think mine may break here. I'm going to see if I can grab this from the leaf. See, I'm stuck. Anyway, grab it from this side to give it a little bit of, yeah, we've got the whole thing off. So give it a chance, work with it carefully so that you're not pulling at this thing. Now from a design perspective, let's move this up so you can see it. From a design perspective, we don't want to lay things so that they're one on top of another. We want to put this at an angle to give your card some interest. So now see that it didn't break off, but it wants to. I'm going to move this leaf so that it's mostly on the card. So now I've got my brass sticky there. We're going to put some dimensionals on the back of my greeting. Generally, I wouldn't do this right on top of the card because we want to be 100% sure that our ink is dry. This is very, very fast drying ink, but why risk a boo-boo? We know how to fix boo-boos though, don't we? So there we go. Feel Better Soon. And we are going to put this right on top of our circle. It matches perfectly, so you're not going to have a copper edge, but you do have a very nice, pretty little card with some copper leaves on the side. The last card that we're going to do is one that we always need a lot, is a birthday card, and we're going to use the little tag with the yellow border. We're going to use some of that copper border. So let's get started with that. So So here's my card base. We're going to move to the tag, open up our ink, and oh, by the way, I'm using Happy Birthday. I'm going to ink this up nicely. Now we've used this Happy Birthday stamp before. We have lots of choices in this kit, and what's nice is you can use these stamps over and over and over again. So let's center this, give it a good press, and lift off. Oh, that's pretty funny for a balloon. Lift off. I could be a comedian. All right, so on our copper sheets, we're going to take the one with the little roundy guys. Get our piercing mat out of the way and place that, start on one side and just lay it down and press. Once again, we're going to use our dimensionals. Flip our greeting back over, get our card, and center this all the way over to the right and in the middle of our copper. So there you go. We have 5 great cards. The balloons, a thanks so much with the Cityscape, Happy Birthday, I am so very thankful for you, and Feel Better Soon. All of this in one kit with items that you're going to be able to keep forever. And you get 15 cards, everything to make 15 cards. The cost is $27, and this is very similar to the monthly subscription that you can get called Paper Pumpkin. And for a little bit less per month, you could be making cards, little treat bags, or other little fun things, something to get you started in stamping, and then and gathering your supplies. So what you'll always get are ink spots. You will always get a stamp set. You will always get a whole bunch of things to either make cards or other crafts, and you will get embellishments. Let me just show you one thing. So if you want to add interest to any of our cards, remember that sheet of stickers that we had? They're actually not stickers. They are little cutouts. And what I did for this card, I'm just going to show you one. I have already gone ahead and added dimensionals to the back of my cards, and I am just going to lay this over the original image. I'm going to tuck this one underneath, right over the original stamped image, and I'm going to tuck this guy in behind the little pink one. So as you can see, I've added dimension to this card, and I've got the rest of the stickers. I'm going to go ahead and add them to the rest of the card. See you when I get back. So let's see how all these cards looked like once we added dimension. We showed you exactly how to do the one with the balloons, and there's its matching envelope. The Feel Better Soon was too teeny tiny, so all I did was put a glue dot behind the 4 raindrops and put them onto my circle. There is its matching envelope. With the Cityscape, there were 2 trees, and I just put them over top other trees. That looked pretty nice. Matching envelope. For the airplane, once again, also dimensionals behind. Now, what I want to show you that I did here and on this next card. Some of these strips were very, very thin. So what you can do is you can take your scissors and cut along the edge of your dimensionals to get a long strip or a skinnier strip. And here's an example of an extra one that I have. So that could have gone behind the wing of the airplane. So there is the cutout right on top of the existing airplane. Matching envelope. And then I did the same thing with that little thin strip for the palm trees. And the palm tree, as they had them, actually went off the side of the card, so I snipped them on the side. So matching envelopes there as well. So we have a wonderful card kit that makes 15 different cards. Gives you an opportunity to really express your creativity. Lots of different options and lots of different greetings that you can put in here. A great start to your stamping career. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Card kits are such a great way to start stamping. I myself started out with a kit early on and just assembled it. Sat down, got my little supplies out, and just started assembling cards. As I got a little bit better, I was able to start to see how I could make some alternatives. And then I started to see some things in the catalog, which I really, really loved. So I hope you are inspired by taking advantage of this kit as well. And I hope you enjoyed seeing how we put these cards together. Now, if you are interested in this card kit, please go to my blog at www.stampinwithmb.com. Go to the Shop Now link. There you will be taken, when you hit that button, you will go to my personal Stampin' Up! Online store. There you can put in one number and get this entire kit, which will make you 15 beautiful, beautiful cards. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to this video. That will sign you up on my YouTube channel, and you will then be notified every time I present another video. My goal is to help the early stamper get started in this beautiful craft and get going and make you more comfortable in just, number one, just assembling cards, then doing some alternatives to cards, and then looking at the broader catalog and starting to look at some of the other ideas of the simple and easy cards you can make. As time goes on and you get more comfortable, you can start doing some wild stuff like explosion boxes and 3D cards and things with all sorts of glam in them. I'll show you those too. But for right now, for those of you who are just starting, please stick with me, and I'm going to show you some fabulous ideas on how you too can get involved in the wonderful world of paper crafting offered by Stampin' Up! Have a great day.